Imagine every time you buy a stock or contribute to your retirement fund, a fraction of a cent is stolen from your order. It happens in less than a millisecond, faster than the blink of an eye. If you have a 401k, a pension, the index fund, or a basic brokerage account, you are directly paying a hidden tax to a small group of ultra-wealthy firms. They aren't building products, creating jobs, or financing innovation. They are running a high-tech, legal skimming operation on the financial markets, extracting billions of dollars every single year from ordinary investors like you and me. This system is called high-frequency trading, and I want to be clear up front. This isn't a shadow conspiracy theory from the dark corners of the internet. This is documented by financial regulators, backed by academic research, and in several cases, actively prosecuted by the SEC. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how these algorithms front-run your trades, who is profiting from the rigged system, and why Wall Street made sure you'd never notice it happening. Let's pull back the curtain. So first, let's talk about what high-frequency trading actually is, because the name itself is deliberately vague. At its core, HFT is the use of extremely powerful computers and complex algorithms to execute thousands, sometimes millions, of trades per second. These aren't human traders sitting at desks. These are machines, running in specialized facilities called co-location centers, physically placed as close to stock exchange servers as possible, sometimes just feet away. Because in this world, a millisecond advantage is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. HFT firms include names like Virtu Financial, Citadel Securities, Jane Street, and 2 Sigma. These aren't household names for most people, but they handle somewhere between 50 to 70% of all U.S. equity trading volume on any given day. Let that sink in. More than half of all stock trades in America are executed by these algorithmic systems. Now, the industry will tell you this is a good thing. They'll say HFT provides liquidity to the market, and on the surface that sounds reasonable. But let's actually look at what that means in practice, and more importantly, what the dark side looks like. Here's where it gets really interesting and infuriating. Imagine you're a pension fund manager. You're managing the retirement savings of thousands of teachers, firefighters, nurses. You decide to buy 1 million shares of Apple stock. You put in your order. Now, before your order even fully executes, HFT algorithms have already detected your intention to buy. How? Through a practice called order flow analysis and latency arbitrage. These systems pick up signals, patterns in order books, dark pool data, co-location advantages, and they front-run your order. Front-running, in simple terms, means they jump in front of your trade, buy the shares you were about to buy at a slightly lower price, then immediately sell them back to you at a slightly higher price. We're talking fractions of a penny per share. But multiply that by 1 million shares. Multiply that by hundreds of funds making thousands of trades every day. And you're looking at billions of dollars being extracted from institutional investors, and ultimately from the people whose money those institutions manage. Michael Lewis documented this brilliantly in his 2014 book, Flash Boys. He revealed how IEX, the Investors Exchange, was founded specifically to combat this practice by introducing what they called a speed bump, a deliberate 350 microsecond delay designed to neutralize the latency advantage of HFT firms. But here's what Lewis found that shocked Wall Street. The major exchanges themselves were complicit. The NYSE, NASDAQ, they were selling co-location services, special data feeds, and preferential access to HFT firms. They were profiting from the very system that was disadvantaging their other customers. Now you might be asking, if this is essentially front-running, which is illegal, how are these firms doing it legally? This is where it gets nuanced and deliberately complicated. Traditional front-running involves a broker who knows about a client's pending order using that information to trade ahead of it. That's illegal because there's a fiduciary relationship and specific non-public information. HFT firms argue, and courts have largely agreed, that they're not using non-public information. They're using publicly available market data and processing it faster than anyone else. It's a technological advantage, not an informational one. But critics, including former SEC officials, academic researchers, and market structure experts, argue this distinction is increasingly meaningless. The effect is the same. Value is being transferred from slow participants to fast ones, not because of better analysis or better investment decisions, but purely because of proximity and speed. There have been enforcement actions. In 2014, the FBI and DOJ launched investigations into HFT practices. The SEC fined multiple HFT firms for manipulative practices, including spoofing, where firms place large fake orders to move prices, then cancel them, and layering, which is a similar manipulation tactic. One of the most egregious cases, Virtu Financial, one of the largest HFT firms in the world, was found to have had only one losing trading day over 6 years. One, that's not skill. That's a structural advantage so complete, it borders on market manipulation. Spoofing became a federal crime under the Dodd-Frank Act in 2010. Navinder Singh Sarao, a British trader, was prosecuted for using spoofing algorithms that contributed to the 2010 flash crash, a terrifying event where the Dow Jones dropped nearly 1,000 points in minutes, briefly wiping out nearly $1 trillion in market value. Regular investors who had stop-loss orders triggered lost real money. HFT firms that paused trading during the chaos faced zero consequences. If regular exchanges feel rigged, wait until you hear about dark pools. Dark pools are private exchanges where large institutional orders are executed away from public markets. The idea was originally to protect large investors from, ironically, HFT front-running. But what actually happened is that many dark pools are owned by major banks, Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, Barclays. And guess what? They let HFT firms in. Barclays was fined $70 million by New York State for lying to clients about the nature of its dark pool, called LX. They told institutional clients the pool was protected from HFT activity. It wasn't. They were actively routing HFT orders into the same pool while assuring pension funds and mutual funds they were safe. This is straightforward fraud. Not gray area legal maneuvering, actual deception of clients for profit. Credit Suisse paid $84.3 million to settle charges related to its dark pool operations. ITG, an independent broker, paid $20.3 million for running a secret trading desk that used clients' dark pool order data to trade against those same clients. Think about what that means. You're a pension fund. You're using a dark pool specifically to avoid being picked off by predatory algorithms. And the operator of that dark pool is secretly selling information about your trades or actively trading against you. The people you hired to protect you are the ones robbing you. Let's bring this home. What does all of this mean for the average 25 to 35-year-old watching this video? If you have a 401k, your plan likely goes through large institutional fund managers. Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock. These funds make thousands of trades daily on your behalf. Research from economists like Albert Kyle and Anna Obajaiva estimates that HFT front-running and related practices cost institutional investors, and therefore retail investors through their funds, somewhere between $5 billion and $20 billion per year in the U.S. alone. Spread across a career of investing, the compound effect of these costs could reduce your retirement savings by tens of thousands of dollars. This is money that was yours, transferred to HFT firms in transactions you never consented to, never saw, and were never told about. And the irony? The narrative sold to the public is that HFT makes markets better, cheaper, and more efficient. And on some metrics, like bid-ask spreads, it has. But efficiency in execution means nothing if the system is structurally biased to extract value from every trade before the average investor even gets a fill. The SEC under Gary Gensler proposed sweeping market structure reforms in 2022 and 2023, including new rules around order competition, best execution requirements, and tick sizes. The HFT industry and major exchanges lobbied aggressively against these reforms. As of 2024, most remain either stalled or significantly weakened. IEX continues to operate and fight for a fairer market structure. Academic researchers continue to document the costs. But the political power of Wall Street, which spends hundreds of millions on lobbying annually, makes systemic reform extremely difficult. What can you do as an individual? Choose funds with lower turnover. Fewer trades means fewer opportunities for HFT to pick you off. Use limit orders instead of market orders in your personal accounts. Support market structure reform organizations. And most importantly, understand what's happening, because an informed public is the only real check on this system. High-frequency trading exists in a gray zone. Part legitimate market making, part structural exploitation, and in documented cases, outright fraud. The people operating these algorithms are extraordinarily intelligent, and the technology behind them is genuinely breathtaking. But when impressive technology is systematically weaponized to disadvantage ordinary investors in a system that was built on the promise of fair access and equal opportunity, it ceases to be innovation. It becomes extraction. Every time you place a trade, every month you contribute to your 401k, you are participating in a game where the rules were quietly rewritten to benefit the fastest machines, not the smartest investors. If this video opened your eyes to how the financial pipes are actually wired, share it with someone who holds an index fund or a retirement account. Hit subscribe to join us for the next investigation. And most importantly, leave a comment below. Did you know this microsecond tax was happening to your money? Or did you think the market was still a level playing field? Let's discuss. See you in the next one.